I currently have a video uploading and it says should take about 20 minutes. And I thought, what a perfect opportunity to try and get 20 minutes of sewing done. So I'm still going to set my own timer because I don't trust sometimes when it says downloading and it says like an hour left and it really takes 3 hours or just takes 5 minutes all of a sudden. I don't want that to happen to my little sewing timer. So here we are, 20 minutes. Let's go. First things first. So, if I remember correctly, I'm sewing all the facings on, so I'm at about here in the instructions. So, I'm running a little bit low on thread. Let's hope I can make this work. Sometimes it does pay to do a little kind of pivot. Okay, so this is a sleeve, or is it a front? I think this might be a front. Take that clip out. Looks okay to me. Let's try the next one. A lot of people are always amazed by my preference for sewing with like no TV or film or music or podcast on or anything. But I like the quiet, what can I say? So I just don't think I have the concentration for doing a tricky bit like this. I mean, I can barely talk to you and do it at the same time. I think that went okay. Yeah, I think so. Right, what's next? So I've done step 10, step 11, step 12, and now step 13. So those are all done. A knight in lining armour. Match the longer back shoulder edges of one of the sleeve linings to the diagonal line of the back lining, ensuring the facing edges line up, secure in place, and sew along the edge. Okay, so those two were fronts. That's the sleeve, which means that this must be the back. Have some room to pin, or rather clip in this case. Clip seam allowances. I very rarely trim curves. Let's see if I need it anywhere. I don't think I do. With a 1 centimetre seam allowance, it's not the end of the world. And yes, it is nice to have a slightly less bulky seam, but with this fabric being quite frayable, I actually think I'd rather just, I mean, like it gets a bit puckery in there, for example, but I think I can just live with it. Indeed, I think I would rather live with it. So let's have a look, let's match those up. Ideally, I would have stuck a pin in, of course, but I can't because of this waterproof fabric. So, I mean, it'd be too much to ask for if the stripes lined up, wouldn't it? Oh, look at that though. It might actually happen. Bloody hell, that's coincidence. So again, free finger press. There we go. So, in terms of batching, I could now also try and clip the fronts onto this, but I actually think it's so kind of big and unwieldy. I'd rather sew the bit I've just done first. Now, this is a bias seam, and so it's a very fine line with bias seams because you are supposed to stretch them ever so slightly, because of course as soon as you put the garment on and it hangs, gravity will drag it down, so it will stretch, but you don't want to stretch it too much so that it starts to warp. I was just thinking that about these very different weight fabrics. When I come to match the lining to the main, I highly doubt the oilcloth will drop on the bias, but this flannel definitely will. So I need to hang this. Really, I probably should have hung all these pieces before I hemmed them. Am I overthinking things? Probably. But do you know what I mean? This will grow in places because it's very loosely woven. Right. Same thing again. Oh, that's the timer. I'm going to finish this seam. Okay, there we are. I think that went well. Haven't actually looked at how those seams lined up. Don't know if you can see that. I've missed it a bit there. Where's the other side? Oh, that one's okay. That one's quite good. But I'm not going to unpick it because I can't, because it's waterproof fabric. So I'll just have to live with it. I mean, they meet at the bottom, so it is what it is, really, isn't it? Now, of course, I can properly press the lining, and it's due a press because it's all crinkled anyway. Oh, it's starting to take shape, actually, isn't it? So that would be the back, and these would be the sleeves. Not the best shot for you, but I'm pleased with that. That I got more done there than I thought I would. Got the selvage in there, which I hadn't realised. But yes, with this sort of being a circular shape and this very lightweight lining, it is really going to stretch. So I think I need to leave it to hang when I'm not working with it. And then it will hopefully, by the time I come to attach the main fabric, will have stretched out. So I can either retrim at the neckline or adjust it where I need to or ease it where I need to. It might not be that much of an issue, but my instinct is telling me that it's going to sag with time. And maybe that's why you have these sort of facings like this, so it's not the end of the world if it does start to sag. But I don't really want to end up with a cape where the lining's poking out at the bottom. So I'm up to step 15 now, so that means we've got 1, 2, how many more steps have I got to do? I've got to do the pockets. That's going to be quite fiddly. So how many steps are there? Oh, quite a few more. 41, 48. And I'm up to step 15. So I'm not even really a third of the way through yet. How many days have I got? I'm averaging about 2 steps a day. So what's that? 24 days. I might need to start doing 2 sessions a day. Oh, I've done 15. I just need to do the pressing. I don't know. Anyway, my video has finished uploading, so I need to crack on with that, and I'll muse over whether I try and fit more sewing in to my day at another time. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time.